So I met this guy recently named Landon Campbell, who hosts a podcast called In Their 20s. He's actually coming on Content is for Closers in a few weeks as a guest. And but on his show, he interviews some of the most famous people in tech and entrepreneurship about what advice they would give to themselves when they were back in their 20s. The crazy thing is, this guy started absolutely from scratch. He had the idea during COVID, he and his business partner at the time. And they decided we're going to go all in. We're going to try to find absolutely the best guests and the biggest names in order to help pull this show off. So they've had, since they started the show just a year ago, they've had Steve Wozniak, who is Steve Jobs' co-founder at Apple. They've had Ev Williams, who is a co-founder at Twitter. David Sachs, who was one of the PayPal mafia and is now on All In podcast, very famous investor. They've had Jason Calacanis, who is also on All In, but is the founder of This Week in Startups, another incredibly well-known investor. And so anyway, every single one of their guests is of this caliber, and they've been able to get all of these guests because they just try a little bit harder. I asked Landon, like, how is it that you're getting these incredible guests all the time, and only these incredible guests? Because some people find, every blind squirrel finds a nut, right? Like, people find good guests every once in a while, but his show is solely composed of absolutely excellent guests. And his answer was, he just has to give the littlest bit of effort more than the other requests people are asking of these folks, right? And you have to remember, these people are getting tons of requests every single day. I mean, at this caliber, people are asking them for their time, their advice, etc., literally daily, probably hourly, honestly. So it's not that easy to be a little bit better than so many people, but the concept is correct. And we've actually had this same experience. When we first started the Startup Show, we were able to attract guests like Gary Vaynerchuk, Jason Zook, Jocelyn Clay-Glay, who's a famous author, Corey Gregory, who is, one of probably the top influencer in the fitness space, and a lot of other people who we just didn't really have any business talking to, especially at that stage. I mean, we don't now, but this is 4.5 years ago. Like, we were just kind of doing it to do it and to try to get attention. And these people came on our show. And I think that the time we spent thinking and acting a little bit with extra effort was what made ourselves different from the rest of the crowd. So if I was trying to find famous guests or big guests, or whatever you want to call them, very worthwhile guests, these are the tactical things I would do in order to try to get their attention. First of all, design a quick, and when I say quick, I mean single, but personalized landing page that explains your pitch and gives the guest some button, some hook that they can go on and schedule their appearance on your show in real time. Now, so you're kind of doing like the prom back in high school, will you go to prom with me, yes or no type deal. In fact, that actually is a funny execution. I think somebody should do that. Like, will you come on my show, yes or no, and make it look like a prom note. But so this may or may not work, but the idea again is just to show the effort. So make sure everything's personalized, make sure it's not just the same landing page you send over and over and over and over again, but you have some elements that are unique to the person that you're talking to. Show that extra effort. The second thing you can do, broadly, you could just do something great for the guests. This could be redesigning something. We talked in the last episode about doing free work, right? And so maybe you redesign something that you think could be better for them. You rewrite something. You use your skills in some way. You make an introduction, whatever your skill set is, to improve something that they already have and to do something on their behalf. No expectation of anything in return, but just to say, I'm doing this for you because I noticed it and I thought it could be better. And by the way, I do have this podcast. If you want to come on, great. If not, no problem. But I did this for you. Taking that a step further for our third option is so many people who are doing the podcast circuit, who are interested in coming on podcasts, either have a book or a product or some reason to do a media tour. And that's why they're going on podcasts to begin with. So either you can just pony up and buy, like I know Gary Vee does this. I think if you buy, I don't know what it is, like 30 books or something like that of his, he does something for you. He comes on your show, he has a conversation with you, whatever it is. Um, that's one way to do it. Just buy, a bulk product that they have, or you know, somehow find a way to promote their products. So actually, Gary's a great example. He had a shoe coming out 4 years ago with K Swiss, and I knew that our first season of the show was going to correlate with right when he was releasing the shoe. So I emailed his assistant and I said, "Hey, we have this show. It's small but growing. These are the types of people that listen to it. All I want to talk about for 15 minutes is Gary's shoe. I'm not going to ask him about anything else. I just want to talk about his shoe." He came on. We just talked about his shoe. Of course, if you know Gary, we talked about a million other things throughout it, but like the thread line was his shoe. And he came on our show. And then I was able to tell all these other great guests, Gary Vee came on my show. So doing something like that. The last one is a little, you can't do this for every single one, but it's, I think it's a worthwhile exercise, and that is to record a video of yourself. I'm talking short, 30 to 60 second video in which you are actually pitching the guest on why they should come on your show, and then go out and DM that and make sure it's good. Okay. Like don't just do a half effort job here. Like make sure it's a good video, maybe have an intro and outro, maybe a little bit of music. You can't do it for everyone, but, and then DM that or tweet it at the person that you're trying to bring on your show. I guarantee you they will engage with it at the very least. They may not respond. They may only like it. They may just say, like, laugh or say thanks or whatever, but they will engage with it. And, especially on platforms like Twitter or LinkedIn, where that type of thing is not as normal, it will make a mark with them. And so maybe only 60%, 40%, whatever, come on your show. But you get that many more great guests that you wouldn't have had otherwise. So that's how I would go about getting great guests on your show. See you tomorrow.